Okay, for today's topics, first we are going to look at the differences between monomer, polymers, and macromolecule. So they are their own definitions, and we need to know how to define them. Okay, so first of all, you look at the definition. It's a relatively simple molecule. So again, they are the simplest molecule already, which is used as a basic building block for the synthesis of polymer. Okay, we use them to synthesize the polymer, so means that they must be monomer. Okay, they must be monomer, and this monomer they can join together in a long chain. So a common example of molecule which are monosaccharide in biology, amino acids and nucleotide. Okay, biological molecule that we use as monomer, monosaccharides. We are going to form polysaccharides later. Amino acid will be used to form polypeptides. And then nucleotides, we use it to form polynucleotides. Okay, so in biology, we only have these three monomer. Okay, monosaccharides, amino acids, and nucleotides. Okay, now next. So it's a large molecule, or we sometimes call it as a huge or giant molecule, okay, made from many similar repeating subunits joined together to form a chain. So the subunits are much smaller and simpler molecule known as monomer. But if you look at the definition, the second and the third definitions almost identical. You can see that it's also a large molecule and also make up of many repeating subunits that are similar or identical to each other and are joined end to end, but highlight here by the process of condensation. And in biology, we only have these three molecules fall into this category. Those are polysaccharides, protein or polypeptides, and nucleic acid or polynucleotides. So generally, you can see that in terms of definition, this one is more general compared to this. Correct or not? The first definition here, they are large molecule, similar repeating subunits. As long as they join and form a chain, we call them as polymer. So polymer actually is a big set. Okay, so this is a set of polymer. Okay, so within this polymer set, we do have a group of them which term as macromolecule. We term as macromolecule. So what are the definitions, or what is the criteria? What are the criteria to qualify a molecule to be a macromolecule, not polymer? Okay, first they must join by many repeating subunits, and this repeating subunit can be either similar or identical, and they must join end to end by the process of condensation process. Then only we allow them to be a macromolecule. So example of polymer, we do have what? Your plastic, polyethylene. Okay, your styrofoam, correct or not? Your PVC, but those are not macromolecule if you consider it under biology. Okay, under biology, we consider macromolecule with these four criteria. First, they must have many repeating subunit of monomer, and the monomer can stand alone one. Are you clear? For example, polysaccharide, monosaccharide, protein, amino acid, nucleic acid, nucleotide, they can stand alone. Okay. So they're either similar or identical. So in polysaccharide or glucose, yes, similar, identical. Similar, yes, in protein, amino acid, they are very similar, but we still have different types of amino acid. Nucleic acid, yes, the nucleotides are quite similar. They just different by their base. Okay. And how to join them? We join them end to end by the process of condensation. Then we qualify them as a macromolecule. Are you clear? Okay. So in terms of this molecule of life, so we do have this molecule of life, okay? Carbohydrates, lipids, protein, and nucleic acids, and water also is part of the important molecule for the living organism, okay? So okay, so assume that you guys have done here. So As I said, that macromolecule, only 3. So which are carbohydrates? Yes. Proteins and also nucleic acids. Only these 3. Okay. So carbohydrate you can write down. So it's actually a monosaccharide. The monomer. Okay. Proteins will be amino acid. And nucleic acid is a nucleotide. Okay, they are monomer. Okay, lipids and water, they are not macromolecule. Okay, so when we come to that particular parts, we're going to learn them in detail. Okay, now elements, in terms of elements, carbohydrates, you can get carbon elements, hydrogen elements, and oxygen, no nitrogens. Lipids, same, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms can be found, but in a different ratio. Proteins, then yeah, CHO, and together with the N. Don't forget, actually, minority of the amino acid also have sulfur atom. Okay, as sulfur atom, right? 2 amino acid actually have the sulfur atom. Okay, but majority of them will have confirmed. Everybody of them, okay, every one of them will have CHO and N. Nucleic acids, same, they have all of them. Okay, CHO and N's, and water, they are not macromolecule, so H2O. Okay, so the rest, okay, no. Okay, any more questions so far, guys? Okay, if no questions, so then we have done for the first part of today's lessons.